Hello guys! Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, today I'm going to do something a little new. Something that I don't really do often, but in this case I'll make an exception. I'm doing this in honor of the month, February. The month of Black history and love. You know, Valentine's Day. So in honor of this corny and pretty much stupid holiday, I'm going to give off my thoughts on one of my favorite movies of all time and my favorite film from 2016, La La Land, and why I personally think it's one of the best treats for Valentine's Day. So why is this multi-award-winning, critically acclaimed blockbuster deserving of such a title of one of the best Valentine's Day treats? Well, allow me to give you my synopsis. The movie is a romantic dramedy about two struggling artists, Sebastian Wilder, played by Ryan Gosling, and Mia Dolan, played by Emma Stone. Sebastian is trying to bring traditional jazz back to the modern-day crowd, whereas Mia is an aspiring actress who comes close to giving up from failed audition after failed audition. After several dates and discussions about the magic of motion picture, music, and acting, Mia is convinced to make her own play and even do more auditions, where Sebastian gets a gig with a hip-hop jazz group that soon become a hit. The perseverance from these two can really make one root for them, as their dreams are quite common to several artists who just want to entertain and do what they love. Even with countless struggles and failures, it's best not to give up, for you will still rise like Maya Angelou even when you feel like there's no point in getting a career like that. While their relationship does have its troubles, it's meant to be a more realistic yet intriguing approach to two artists learning about each other and their passions that really gives the movie its heart and soul, both in style and in substance. The aspiring musician and aspiring actress may have different views of entertainment, but they're still artists who care about making a difference nonetheless. Mia and Sebastian have a lot of chemistry together. While Mia is more into theater and acting than music or jazz, Sebastian shows her how jazz musicians speak through their instruments, whether it be from their practice or improvised performances. When Mia gives Sebastian a tour of Hollywood movie sets, that's where they begin to express their passions to each other and begin to warm up as a couple. The real emotional side of the film lies in the conflicts between their passions. Because they have different passions, their moments of glory sadly intertwine their relationship, and it even toggles their hopes of getting their own careers in the first place. To quote one of my high school English teachers, "As old fantasy Hollywood musical as it seems, it's also realistic in its portrayal. It doesn't always work out." That's why the emotions of this movie really pay off. It deals with something many people may go through. Just because one has a decent career going for them doesn't mean they can always be there for their loved ones. And that's where the realism and the romance angle really pays off. Love is not like a Disney picture, as it's more complicated to sustain for some, but the heart from both characters are still there, and caring is what got their dreams in the first place. And then there's the film's tribute to classic jazz, theater drama, and Broadway, alongside musicals from the 40s and 50s. The musical numbers were composed by the film's composer Justin Hurwitz, with lyrics written by musical theater composing team Pazek and Paul, and they really understood the beauty and amazement of Broadway and motion picture musicals. The musical numbers from Another Day of Sun to Someone in the Crowd to City of Stars to the Oscar-nominated The Fools Who Dream not only give the movie its upbeat, whimsical, and timeless feel that will make this film worth being up there with classics like Singing in the Rain and West Side Story, but it creates an emotional and character-driven arc that would really make people dance in their seats. The singing from Gosling and Stone is nothing fantastic at first, especially with the song A Lovely Night, but it does warm up as the film goes on, and it fits as they build up to preserve in their dreams and to support one another. One of, if not the real highlight of the movie, is the planetarium segment. It is nothing but pure visual delight, and to quote another quote from my English teacher, it's pretty referential by trying hard to refer back to those old Hollywood films. But the one musical number that really shines throughout the continuation of the film is Mia and Sebastian's theme, as it progresses the optimistic tone of the film while giving Ryan Gosling a real showcase of his piano talents. Don't be surprised if you yourself find a lot to enjoy in terms of the musical numbers, let alone dancing to them. But I think the main reason this film is the perfect film to watch on Valentine's Day is not only because it's a love story, but it's a more optimistic and hopeful one. Since this film is about two rising entertainers who, despite constant struggles and dilemmas, don't make it big one way or another, it ends up being quite relatable to anyone who started off struggling at the bottom before making it to the top. The determination and bravery Mia and Sebastian have really sells the movie, as the theme of never giving up and always finding support really pays off. Support is the best thing anybody can use when trying to make a name for themselves, and that's why it's best to not look down upon your closest friends when they help you make it somewhere. Everything happens for a reason. And that's why the film feels like such a love letter. It says that you can still make a living out of whatever passion you have, just as long as you don't forget about the ones that helped you get there. Complete with a special ending of realization and wonderment at the end that I'm not going to spoil, take it upon yourself to view this optimistic and bright feature with your own soulmate anytime you choose. Or just watch the upcoming 89th Oscars. Either way, it's worth a celebration. Glad I got that out of the way. But yeah, in all seriousness, thank you guys so much for watching this. I just thought I might as well do this for the month of l'amour. And until then, I'll be making more videos for the near future. I will definitely have more brand new ones coming out soon enough. Some very special ones I've got planned out. Oh, and please watch La La Land. You're gonna love it. I swear to Zeus, it really is worth it. You might find it overrated, but at least you'll give it a chance to enlighten you. That's all I'm gonna say. And until then, bye guys.